the aftermath of the worldwide conflict, atmospherical particles from the nuclear blast in Night City, as well as debris from the orbital weapon strikes, continental-wide firestorms, conventional explosions, and the wartime burning and the annihilation of cities and agriculture areas, cast an eerie red pall over the skies worldwide. For nearly 2 years, the skies were tinged in a bloody red, which eventually died down to a brilliant sunrise and sunset through the next decades. This has become known as the Time of the Red. Much as the 1920s is known as the Roaring Twenties and the 30s known as the Great Depression, the future historians in the period between the end of the Fourth Corporate War and the present will probably always be referred to as the Time of the Red. Today, Night City is healing from the ravages of the last tumultuous decades. But it should never be forgotten that, like most America's, Night City is still an armed society under the blink of an appalling poverty, violence, and inequality. It's not uncommon to see many guns as briefcases on the crowded city streets. While the worst days of chaos may be over, the danger still remains. Society's rules collapsed before and may yet do so again. History can repeat itself, and there's always another gang just around the corner, waiting for its chance to come out on top, no matter the cost. Tonight our story starts on a busy city street. Rain pours down in buckets and visibility is low, perfect for the lone enforcer to pass by like a ghost. She makes her way through the crowd, avoiding anyone that comes close. She scans the sides of the streets. Here in the Haywood Industrial Park resides a community of the seemingly less fortunate. What they lack in money, however, they seem to make for emotional wealth. Tents and haphazard lean-tos dominate the area, most of them decorated. Even in the year 2045, you will find clusters like this in any city, because no matter which decade you live in, the same rule always applies. There is strength in numbers. Our solo's internal agent alerts her that her destination is not far off. Near the northeastern section of the cluster rests a deep purple tent. Its panels adorned with fanciful glow-in-the-dark shapes. Inside contains a typical dome light, but that is supplemented by a string of purple neons along the seams of the tent. With a frustrated sigh, our solo lights a cigarette and marches forward. She has a job to do tonight, and the sooner it's over, the sooner she can get out of this god-forsaken city. So, Muriel, why don't you go ahead and describe yourself?
Muriel is a taller, older woman with close-cropped gray hair, permanent scowl on her face, and clearly has better things to do than be here. But she throws a cigarette on the ground, grinds it with her foot, and tears open the flap of the tent. Hey, is Artemisa here?
Hi. Yes, I'm here. Welcome to my home.
She lights us another cigarette and looks you over and says, crap. Anywho, so, Copperhead wants to talk to you. You owe him a favor. So yeah, you gotta pay it back.
Yes, I will do that. Does he have a location for me?
Yeah, she takes a deep drag. You gotta go to some place called the Six Sins or whatever. I heard it's real nice, got some great wings, but no one else throws wings, so there's not much competition.
That's a nightclub, right?
I mean, with a name like Six Sins, what do you think it is, a daycare?
I don't know. Children are kind of devilish, so possibly.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wasn't ever a child.
I somehow believe that.
Anywho, pack up. You got something dangerous cooked up for you, but
I like danger.
I assume by your living conditions you're okay with danger. Anyways, if you don't mind, meet him tonight at the Six Sins.
Copy that.
Now my favor's paid up. Thank you, and hopefully I'll never have to see your face again. Goodbye. With that, she flicks her cigarette towards you and saunters away, grumbling to herself.
Artemisia's gonna, snuff out the cigarette, because her tent is flammable. She doesn't want that in here. She's going to pack up her weapons and head out to Six Sins.
As you start to pack up, you notice that on the ground, she also left a small little card, which gives the location, the address, and the time of the meeting. Also on the card is a holographic symbol of a snake. It is Copperhead, and he is coming to collect his favor.
Seems about right.
This night, all of you have received similar letters. All of you have been asked to join Copperhead for dinner at Club Six Sins. Second floor, VIP lounge.
Artemisia will be there.
Sitting between the shiny new skyscrapers of Little Europe sits the infamous Club Six Sins. At first glance, it seems like nothing more than a two-story brownstone with blackened out windows. But if you're fortunate enough to be led inside, you enter a world of ecstasy. Loud thumping music sets your heart racing as the dancing lights distract you from the mundanes of the outside world. Here, nothing is off limits. Here you can delve into your deepest desires, for there is no room for envy in Club Six Sense. As you all enter, you're greeted by two individuals. Their bodies are heavily modified with chrome cyberware and sport the latest fashion. In unison, they greet you to Club Six Sense with thin, sleek trays that are adorned with alcohol, narcotics, and emote chips. They smile at you with perfect white teeth, daring you to partake. And we will start with Toxic. You enter the club. Go ahead and describe yourself and tell us what you do.
Toxic is an Asian man, an East Asian man of medium height. He's got long black hair, bright red eye contacts, and also has a color-changing property to his hair. He's wearing all leather, like you'd expect musicians to do. He walks in and he just has this look of, I really don't want to be here.
Do you partake in the tray?
I will definitely partake in the tray.
What would you like? Would you like alcohol, narcotics, or do you have the hardware set up for an emote chip?
I do not, I think.
Okay, so alcohol or narcotics?
Alcohol.
They smile as you take the drink away. Enjoy. Six Sins. They gesture you towards the club. Followed closely behind Toxic is Tink. Why don't you talk about yourself a little bit? Describe who you are, what you do, and do you partake in the tray?
Tink's gonna be gruffy Texan. He's gonna be wearing a trench coat. That's gonna be like the classic thing when you open up a trench coat, got a lot of things to sell. He's gonna have a lot of tools to fix different things in there. He's gonna come and he's like, alright, I'll start off with a drink tonight, yeah.
They offer you the tray. There is an assortment of alcohol. Which one do you take?
Got any bourbon or whiskey?
Of course, sir. Rocks or no rocks?
No rocks, I just waste whiskey.
It is a pleasure to serve you here at Club Six Sins. This way, please.
Alright.
Behind our tech Tink will be Mad Max.
Yes, I am Mad Max. I am originally from Russia. I am a middle-aged man with a rocky beard, and I have a mohawk that is camouflaged. Like it look like I have been in combat before, but I have my medical stuff with me. I walk in, I look for Bard, ask for the vodka, but none of that weak stuff. I want only good vodka.
We only have the good vodka here at Club Six Sins.
I doubt you would know of good vodka if you saw it, or you would have to taste it.
They offer you a tray. There is a very thin tube of extremely clear liquid.
I take you take a small vial.
It is very good vodka.
Nice. Just like days back in Mother Russia.
If you would like more, there is more at the bar. They gesture you towards the single bar in Club Six Sins.
Alright, I head forward.
And following close behind is Artemisia. Please introduce yourself.
Alright, so Artemisia, she goes by Artie for short. Petite girl, her style can be described as bag lady chic. She's pretty, ? You can tell that she doesn't live in a proper home, because she's maybe got a little bit of excess dirt on her. She's rocking a couple of guns, bright purple hair, and a pair of cat ears on top of her head. On her hands are some fingerless gloves, and on her face is a big old smile.
They hold out the tray to you. Would you partake?
No thank you.
They tilt their heads to you almost at an unnatural angle. Are you sure? You would not like to partake?
Yeah, I pre-gamed a little bit, and she'll shoot him a wink.
Very well. And they gesture you towards the dance hall.
She's gonna go straight to... Actually, what's the music like here? And how early is she?
You all arrived a little bit early than the time specified. You're probably anywhere between about 45 minutes to an hour early.
Oh, then she's totally gonna go hang out on the dance floor for like 40 minutes and then go to Viper.
Okay.
Or Copper.
Go to Viper. The club is divided into two floors. On the bottom is a large dance floor with several private glass booths along the walls. Most of the glass is obscured by smoke or fog, but you're not sure. On the opposite side of the only bar is a metallic door that leads to the second floor, and according to the cards in your hands, that is your destination. Artie is on the dance floor. Mad Max is pre-gaming it at the bar. Toxic, what are you up to?
Toxic decides he's gonna go close to the speakers to take an audio sample, but he's gonna have to walk through the dance floor to get there.
Is there perception in this game?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I need to find it so that I can roll it. Is it human perception?
No, it's just perception. Human perception is like insight.
I found it.
Toxic, are you trying to be sneaky about this, or are you just walking around?
I'm just walking through the crowd.
Okay. So Artie, I need you to make me a 13 DV perception check.
Alright, I rolled a 17.
As you're on the dance floor, just moving about, so cutting some moves, listening to the music, a person brushes by. It takes you a second. You stop dancing. With his features, his blacky spiked hair, very noticeable red eyes. Is that Toxic? The musician?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Toxic's here. Toxic's here. And she's gonna, like, skitter after him and, like, follow him, but, like, she's trying so hard to keep her shit together. And if he starts talking to somebody, then she'll hang back. But if he's just, like, hanging out by himself, she is 100% going to try and meet him.
Alright. So with Artie hunting Toxic around like a predator.
She's fangirling, excuse you.
Same difference.
It's still called stalking in some cultures.
Shh, don't tell her that.
Max, what are you up to?
Max is at the bar standing, watching. He's observing much fun as people are dancing. Then he wants to know to head to meet Copperhead.
And Tink, what are you up to?
I'm sitting at the bar.
Okay. Are you staying at the bar for the entire time, or is there anything else you want to do?
I'm just there complaining to the bartender, going like, Copperhead never has his meetings on time. He always wants me here an hour or two before he does, so I gotta sit here and waste time. So I'm just complaining to the barkeep like that, and wasting my time until Copperhead's more ready.
With the sound of the music just in the background, bartender just kind of like nods at you, pours you another drink, and slides it towards you. Whiskey, no rocks.
Thank you.
Toxic, you're over at the DJ, sitting next to the speakers, getting your soundbite. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Your thing? I rolled a 10.
There's just so much going on. You're just kind of like focused on your work right now. You're just working for your art. Mad Max. The elevator does bring you up. The doors open and a large man guides you to a private booth. He tells you to sit here and wait. Copperhead will be here any moment now.
I prefer a stand.
He doesn't say anything to that. He does reach behind the door and pulls out a menu. He's been instructed to get whatever you want, whatever food, anything that you need.
Just fetch me more vodka.
He nods and he goes grabs you your drink. Toxic and Artie, you guys, what are you guys going to be doing?
Fangirling, obviously.
Are you going to get up the courage to go talk to him? He doesn't seem to be with anybody.
Alright, so she is going to get up her courage. She's been, like, creeping the whole time, and now she's just going to take one big step to close the distance and tap on his shoulder and be like, hi, you're Toxic, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I knew it. So I love your music. Are you gonna be playing a set here tonight?
No, not tonight. I'm just scoping the place out as a possible venue. I'd love that you're a fan, though. What's your name?
Oh my god. My name's Artemisia. You can just call me Artie. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Dude, I've never been to this place, but it seems really cool. So, yeah, oh my gosh, I would love it if you played here. It'd be so cool.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Yeah, I always appreciate a fan. I dig your look, though.
Thanks. I put on my best outfit for tonight.
Well, I like it. Keep that up.
Oh my gosh. So, cool. You're just, like, scoping it out, like, with the band, or, like, you're just here, and, like, do you want to dance?
I'm not here with anybody, but yeah, sure, I'd love to dance.
Oh my gosh. And she's eventually like, I'm gonna put this in my journal tonight. And she will totally grab his hand and drag him out onto the dance floor.
Oh, okay. You're really wrong.
She's not. But we can pretend she is. But she's really cool, so, that's a thing.
Alright, so we're going up to the dance floor to dance.
I need you to go ahead and make me a dance check, both of you.
Alright, I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 13. Ari's not quite as good as he is, but, she's watched all of his performances, so she knows the moves. She just hasn't done them herself.
As a professional musician and a rocker, you definitely can see his natural prowess show. Already being, a little bit fangirl, you're a little bit nervous, but you're not turning any heads or anything. But at least you're not stepping on anybody's toes.
Oh my gosh, she would be mortified if she had stepped on his toes. Oh, so glad she made that roll.
That's okay. They're steel-toed.
Hey. Yes, smart and talented.
So do you guys have any way to keep track of time? Either of you?
Yeah. When she decided to go to dance, she punched in the time set for 5 minutes to give her before she needed to meet with Copperhead.
Okay. What about you, Toxic?
I was just gonna go after we were done dancing.
Okay. And Tank, do you have any way of keeping track of time?
Yeah, I got my cyber watch.
And what is that set to?
It's set to head up 10 minutes before.
Okay. So as you're sitting around drinking, complaining to the bartender, who you're not entirely sure if is actually listening to you, your watch goes off that it's time to go upstairs.
Alright, well, thanks for the drinks. About time for me to head up.
The bartender nods at you, takes away your empty glasses. You're not overly drunk, but you do stumble a little bit until you have to right yourself, and then you can easily walk towards the elevator.
Yep, let's get on.
5 minutes later, Artie, your agent goes off.
Oh my gosh, okay, so I'm really sorry about this, but I gotta keep going. I've got a meeting to get to. But I will hope to see your show here if you play.
Good thing. Just make sure you let me know. I'll get you tickets.
Okay. And she'll like hold out her agent with a shaky hand, just be like, can you put your contact info in?
Smooth. Super smooth. I dig that. Direct approach. Yeah, sure. Here you go. I put my contact info into her agent, and then I hold out my hand.
She will shake it, and no, she's gonna like go past the hand and just like straight up hug him.
Oh, yep, you're a hugger. You're a hugger. Yep.
I'm a hugger. I'm really sorry. Okay, I really gotta go. I'm so sorry. I've got a meeting, but oh my gosh, I will message you before she gets any other ideas, because she just wants to stay there and like bask in the glory that is her favorite rock star. She's gonna like turn and race towards the stairs.
Toxic, you look down at your agent. It's about 3 minutes before you have to meet Copperhead.
I'm gonna go ahead and mosey on off the dance floor and make sure my audio file backs up to my drive, and then I'm gonna head up.
Okay. Tink, as you exit the elevator, there's a very tall man standing in the hallway talking to a very brick house of an individual. The tall man seems to be wearing a jacket and a hat. He's also wearing red-rimmed spectacles. He looks towards you, gives you a slight wave, and you see that this is Copperhead, the fixer that you're used to. He walks into the private room, and you're left alone in the hallway with the large individual.
Well, I better head in, I think. I don't know is he ready for me, or?
He's ready for you, and I'm expecting 2 more. Your party.
People. Alright. I'll head in then, yeah.
The doors open up, Copperhead walks in. He greets you all with a wide smile. Smile is almost too white, his teeth almost too perfect. Gentlemen, it's so good to see you. Here early, I see. Always punctual, Max.
It's been a long time. I don't remember the last time we've met, but it's always good to be in your presence. You always are gracious when you talk to Max.
Well, of course. We're all friends and neighbors here. Is there anything I can get you? Vodka? I hear they make a very wonderful bush here.
Oh, yes. No, please. Not too much trouble. I reached into my pocket, pull out a cigar case. I pull out one for myself and I offer one to him. Which you would like to indulge in a good cigar.
Oh, not today, my dear friend. It's bad for my health, you know.
It's a good cigar, I said. From Mother Russia.
Maybe a little later, after business. Does that sound fair?
Of course, I would not want to insult you. Of course, at your leisure, sir.
Thank you very much, Max.
And then I will light one. I'll light one up and put one in my mouth and start smoking my cigar.
Well, we will begin once the last members of our party show up. He takes a seat at the head of the table. As soon as he sits down, Tink walks through the door.
What you got for me, Copperhead? Sorry about being late, and let's take my seat.
Not a problem there, Bobby. Please take a seat. We'll begin shortly. We're waiting on 2 more people. Is there anything I can get to you? Whiskey?
I already had my fair share. I should probably chill out for that for a second.
This place makes an excellent steak sandwich.
I could go for that, yeah.
So Copperhead taps some buttons on the table. Not a problem, Tink. I just went ahead and ordered you one.
Thank you kindly.
My pleasure. You know I'm here to help. With that, we will go downstairs. Artie, as you're waiting for the elevator to arrive, someone walks up behind you.
She's going to use her peripheral vision to get a glimpse at the person.
It's Toxic.
Oh shit. She's going to flounder for a moment before turning and being like, hey, you going up?
Toxic is gonna look her in the eye and he's like, I know how this looks, but I swear to God I'm not stalking you.
I mean, karma's a bitch, right?
What do you mean?
I wasn't stalking you earlier, I promise. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
I totally believe that. Yeah, I'm going up.
Cool. Is there like a VIP bar upstairs or something?
Of course. If you'd like, I can take you up there.
Well, I mean, I'm already going up, but I got a meeting to get to. So, rain check? shoot you a message when I'm done.
Fair enough. Let's get at her.
As you say that, the doors of the elevator open up and lead you upstairs. Once you get upstairs, large man greets you. Can I help you?
Hey, I got a meeting with Copperhead.
Ah, right this way. And you, sir?
The same.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, I have a meeting with Copperhead too.
Really?
Once again, I know how this looks, but I swear to God I'm not stalking you.
I mean, I would be okay with it if you were. I'm just putting that out there. And she's gonna realize what she said and bolts towards the door.
Toxic isn't gonna move, he's just gonna watch her go like, what the fuck?
She's very awkward, okay?
as you bolt to the door, it opens up. Inside is sitting, one of them is obviously Copperhead, and the other don't recognize.
Either of the chairs to either side of him open, or are people sitting in them?
Is anybody sitting near Copperhead, or is...
Max will stand. He always stands. He never sits. He always stands out with his back against the wall and smoking a cigar.
Toxic is gonna go ahead and plot down right in front of Copperhead. He's all slouched down in the chair. You know, looking very much like the relaxed rock star that he is.
Alright. I guess one of the chairs is open for Artie.
Awesome. She's gonna sit in the chair right next to Copperhead and flash him a big smile.
Artie, dear. Pleasure to see you again.
Always a pleasure, Copperhead.
And Toxic. How was the gig?
Oh, you know, man. Rocking and rolling, like I do.
Like you do.
Like he does.
At this point, Copperhead removes his hat and his glasses, revealing that his head is a network of copper-plated circuitry, and his eyes are dominated by oversized vertical slits. He spreads his arms, and his smile literally goes from ear to ear. My friends, welcome to my office. We have much to discuss tonight. You've all been called here for a job. A client of mine has hired me to secure an item. He places a holodeck onto the table, and a hologram of a base station is pulled up. This is one of the low-orbit stations that will pass over Night City in a few days. Inside, we are looking for a crate. That's all. All you have to do is just pick up the crate. Delivered back to me. Easy, right?
Sure sounds simple when you leave out all the details.
Well, of course. But I'm getting to all the details. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
I'm not on the same page. I'm a little confused as to why I'm here.
Because I need you.
I just don't understand how my career choice would be of any help here.
I'm not here for your career choice, I'm here for your talents.
Copperhead, you know I don't do that anymore.
He's really talented.
It seems to me that if he chooses not to participate, the door is right there, and he's happy to exit, and we can do this with the people we have in the room.
If you don't want the money, you don't want the money.
How much money are we talking?
You have to agree to the job first.
Copperhead, you know as well as I do, the contracts clearly state how much you're going to be paying for a job. How can I agree to do a job for you if I don't know how much I'm being paid? That doesn't make any sense, man. Come on.
Let's put it this way. You do the job, you don't do the job. You get gigs, you don't get gigs. And then you go back to the street. It is your choice. I'm all about free will.
Toxic's face goes completely pale, and he just says, I'm in.
That a boy. Stiff upper chin, you.
Max is in.
Well, Max, you made a wonderful and a talented and a smart decision. Tink?
Oh, of course. What do you need out of me?
And that all that leaves is little Artie.
Well, I don't actually think that you can be in 110%, but you know I'm in.
Wonderful. He passes out a few little notes, a few pieces of paper to each of you.
Retro.
You know me. So the crate we're looking for is crate H347T3R. It's located in the medical bay. It contains medical supplies. He looks over at Max. Your specialty.
I'm looking forward to it.
Now the crate is plugged in. There is a backup generator, but it's only good for 1 hour. The crate's contents must remain below 0 temperature. Fahrenheit, not Celsius. He looks over to Tink. So either we need to find a generator, or we need to supplement its power. Think you can handle that?
I see. I should be able to extend that life. I'm gonna have to find me some supplies first, though.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Can you repeat that number again, Copperhead?
H347T3R.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, it is an abandoned station, but there's plenty of automatic security that will eliminate anything that's not supposed to be there. Luckily for you guys, a maintenance crew goes up there once a year. They're allowed to board the station to perform routine maintenance, and that time is in 3 days. So, you need to go to Cypress Logistics. They're the ones that hold the contract, which is set to expire this year. So this is literally the last time that this can happen. Our window of opportunity is closing, and the client really wants to get this done and is willing to pay top dollar. He bought all the options. So, here's what you need to do. You need to infiltrate Cypress Logistics, steal the uniforms, add yourselves to the system, and make sure you're on board the shuttle when it lifts off. We may need a pilot for that shuttle. He looks over to you, Artie. Think you can handle it?
I think so.
Wonderful. Locate the crate, add it to the outgoing inventory so you can safely put it onto the shuttle. Copperhead reaches into his vest and pulls out a burner phone. He slides it onto the table. Once you have completed these tasks, I need you to contact me and I'll tell you the drop-off point. You drop it off, you get paid. I will also mention that we only want that one crate. If there's anything else up there that you find that you want or think you can sell, that's free game for you. I won't stop you, and I'm pretty sure my client won't either.
And remember, at the end of this, you owe me a file.
Copperhead taps the side of his head, and a small chip pops out of it. I do indeed. I have what you're looking for. And as soon as our business is done, you'll have it.
I trust you will not break our agreement.
I always do business on good faith. If the job is done, each of you will receive 20,000 EBs.
Holy shit.
That's a good bit, yes.
Max has no reaction.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Do I have an agent?
I don't believe you have an agent right now, no.
Okay.
Currently, you've been playing in the bar scene.
I'm playing well, might I add.
Okay. Go on.
So, are we all in agreement?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah, one question. You wouldn't quite happen to have a manifest of what other things we might be able to see up there, would you? Or we just see them when we get there?
Unfortunately, I don't. I'm not privy to that kind of information. My job is just to get the right people into the right positions.
As you do well.
If that's all, I think we can part here, and I leave it up in your very, very capable hands to deliver that crate to me. I shall be going. The client is picking up the tab, so you may order whatever you like. Part of his hardware blinks and whirls for a second. He looks over to the side. Yep, I have to be going. Hopefully that you all will do your tasks in a timely manner, and we can all get paid.
Yeah, on the menu, is there fresh food, or is it just pre-pack and kibble?
It is fresh food.
Holy shit. She's gonna order, let's be real, she's gonna order one of everything.
They will supply that with one of everything on the menu.
If anybody questions it, she's just gonna, look up with her mouth full of food and be like, oh, and, point to the menu and be like, go ahead and get him.
Tiny woman need more food. She barely can stand.
She is a hobo, so yeah, she will put away a good portion of the food that is brought to her and then put the rest of it in her bag for later.
More meat on woman make more attractive.
Thanks. I think.
You have not seen his face the entire time. It's covered by a face shield.
Yeah, she is not entirely sure what to think of this giant walking, talking EMT robot thing.
Tux is going to order a top shelf bottle of whiskey.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything?
Just one more shot of vodka, the good stuff.
So you guys order your drinks, your food. You spend some time talking it over, hopefully working out a battle plan of which you possibly need to purchase, which you possibly need to equip yourselves with. You have 3 days to figure this out.
I say business is concluded. We should agree to have a meeting point so that when we are all prepared, we meet at a specific place as quietly as possible so we're not noticed by others for what we're about to do.
Yeah. Artie will suggest a Haywood industrial area. There's a lot of good places in that area that are slummy and sketchy, but great for shady dealings.
Might I also suggest if we could find a vehicle, maybe something abandoned or something we can put together. We don't know how heavy or big this crate is, and in order for us to move it out, we may need something to put it in, and then that way we can get it out safely and nobody knows what's inside the vehicle. Yes?
Tinted windows, I like. Anybody got contacts with a garage? No?
I don't have contacts with the garage, but Toxic has contacts with a former chop shop associate.
Oh, you are useful.
Yep. I'll reach out to my contact and see about us getting a vehicle that can haul with the type of power that we need to keep it temperature controlled.
The real question is, any of you really drive, or
Yeah, I know how to fly rigs.
flying and driving something on the land? A little different.
Well, the thing we need to do is we need to fly to the space station, so I think that's why I'm here.
Well, don't we need to, once we're back, drive it, or are we just landing right where our rendezvous point is?
It's a valid
I'm sure we
question.
can always fire ourselves out of a cannon.
What?
Oh man, I was there for the show that you guys did that. Oh my gosh, that person that you guys shot at. Oh my god, it was so cool. It was such an awesome effect.
Yeah, the hospital bill was worth it.
Oh my god, I bet.
What happened?
All right, so we got to find a shuttle, right? I will do some poking around, see if I can find us a rig.
The rig is at the logistics company.
Oh, right. We gotta steal it. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought we were like getting our own. Okay, that's right. We gotta pretend we work for them. I even put it in my notes.
You guys have a roundabout what you need to do, what you're looking to do. Is anybody doing anything else in the private room, or are you guys heading out of the club?
If business concluded, Max will head out.
Okay. Anybody following Max?
No, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna invite Artemis to come with me though.
I mean, she's obviously gonna go, but she's having a minor heart attack on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow Max.
Okay. So Max and Tink, you all go down the elevator, leaving Toxic and Artie upstairs by yourselves.
Oh, I was gonna say Artemis is still just shoving food in her face, probably.
Now, while you guys were upstairs, the music was dim. As you head downstairs, it gets louder and louder. The doors open up, and the music stops entirely. And you hear gunshots. People start screaming, they start to cower and lower themselves.
Alright, I'm gonna find if there's a bar or stand or somewhere where I can duck behind something real quick and peer out to see what it is, so I can see what's going on, but I don't want to get shot at.
Okay. You duck behind the bar next to the elevator. There are 4 people dressed in yellow leather jackets. Their eyes scan the room, and they start shooting upwards into the club. Where is he? Where is that bastard? Artie and Toxic, you both also hear gunshots downstairs.
Artie's going to pull out her heavy pistol. Her instincts are kicking in, and so she's, checking the exits and just kind of working her way slowly. Is there a staircase versus a lift anywhere in the building?
There is a fire escape, yes.
Proceed with caution, I guess.
Stick with me. I'll keep you alive.
I believe you.
It's probably good that he does.
And Tink, what are you up to?
Do I see the people that come in
Yes,
shooting?
you do.
I don't know enough information yet, so I'm just going to duck behind the DJ stand.
All right. They walk through the club, pointing their guns at the people. People are cowering in fear. No one's allowed to leave until we find what we're looking for. One of the other guys goes, "Where is he? I know that snake is here."
Alright, at this point, I have an overcoat on, so I will pull out my shotgun that I've been hiding underneath my coat that no one knew that I had, and I'm going to load it and prepare it.
Perfect. Artie, Toxic, what are you up to?
Artie's gonna flip a switch on her agent so that she's got some badass fight music going in her in one of her ears, and then she's gonna kind of motion for Toxic to follow her. And you said that there was a staircase leading down.
Toxic is gonna pull his heavy pistol from his leather jacket and follow Artie.
Is she gonna take the stairs rather than the lift down to the first floor? Because, the lift's just gonna open up and they'll be like ducks in a barrel or whatever that saying is. She's just not entirely sure what one is anyways, so.
So Artie and Toxic head downstairs, and Max and Tink are loading their weapons, preparing for a gunfight. One of the patrons gets up from the floor and starts trying to make a mad dash towards the door. All 4 turn on him and open fire. He goes down in a second. We're not playing! Everybody just stay calm, and no one has to die tonight. Well, none of you have to die tonight.
I'm just going to watch or peek around, whatever I can do, just basically, I still want to keep cover. I just want to observe these guys to see if they're just standing in one place, or are they walking around a room, or are they looking for someone specific? I mean, they said they're looking for someone, so I would assume that they would be walking around the bar somewhere to try to find a person they're looking for.
They are walking around the club. They seem to be checking faces. They're looking around.
I would like to know if there's any opportunity where one might be heading their way towards the bar.
So one stays by the exit. His gun flashes back and forth through the room, making sure no one stays put. The other 3 walk around checking everybody. One does make their way towards the bar.
All right, I'm going to wait for him to get as close as he can to the bar.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do something when he gets close to the bar.
Okay, I need you to go ahead and roll a stealth check.
16.
You stay tucked behind the bar. You just listen, hear the footsteps as he approaches. He gets closer as he starts to lean over the bar.
At that point, I will pop up with my shotgun right in his face and say, "Hello, say hi to Betty. She likes to go boom." And then I'm going to shoot him in the face.
All right, go ahead, roll me a shoulder arms check, Max.
Yep, I got a 22.
22 is quite within range. All you had to do was beat a 13 because he is within 3 yards of you. You hop up and you just pull the trigger. You hit him, go ahead, roll for damage.
Damage. Okay, 5d6. 8. I rolled very poorly. A lot of ones.
You hit him squarely in the chest. His leather armor does take a piece of the action. And as you do this, Artie and Toxic, you get to the bottom of the stairs and you hear a loud gunshot. As the guy gets hit straight in the chest, he takes the shot squarely. He falls back, but he gets back to his feet. And we are going to go into initiative. So, Max, what'd you roll for initiative?
13.
13. Artie, what'd you roll?
I got a 15.
Toxic.
Toxic rolled 14.
Toxic rolled a 14. Good, good, good. And Tink, what'd you roll?
10.
With the 15 to her initiative, Artie, you're up first. So the space is about 30 by 20 feet. The ceilings themselves are 15 feet straight up with neon lights. That is one gang member by the door, and 3 others space out between the crowd. People are kind of obstructing the way, so you can't do a full sprint through the area without making an athletics check. And the one next to the bar has been shot by Max with a shotgun. What would you like to do? You are by the DJ booth, probably about 20 feet away from the bar. And the closest one to you is one of the ones that has not been engaged in combat yet. And his attention is definitely on the bar right now.
Cool. She's going to take that as an opportunity. I know you said I can't sprint over there, but she's going to sprint over there because she's got a pretty high athletics. So she's really, really good at moving through crowds because of all the concerts she goes to.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to weave her way through, and as soon as there's a clear shot on him, she's going to take a shot, and then she's going to get up in his face and hit him with her melee weapon as well. I was reading up on rate of fire, and because her heavy pistol has a rate of fire of 2, she can shoot once and still use her melee attack.
That is correct. All right.
So she's going to do that.
So I need you to roll me an athletics check to get up to him first.
Copy that. It's going to be a 17 athletics.
With a 17 to athletics, you don't really sprint towards him. You move very quickly around the people, making sure that you don't trip on yourself. You get up behind him. He does not notice you at the moment. His focus is fully upon the bar, and you may go ahead and shoot him.
Awesome. She's going to do that. Good lord. Okay, so...
Would you please go ahead and tell everybody what you named your pistol?
She named her pistol Magic Missile. Just wait until you get to her other weapons, because she named them too.
I forgot to put my name on it, but it was named.
So how far away is she from this guy when she takes a shot?
With your gun, you'd probably be within about between the 7 and 12 meters mark.
Yeah. Okay, so she got a 17.
So with a 17 beats out the difficulty of 15, so you do shoot him. Go ahead, roll for damage.
All right. It's going to be 13 damage.
So 13 damage, you shoot him in the back. His leather armor does protect him a little bit, but not a huge amount. He's going to take 9 points of damage, and his armor is reduced by 1.
Awesome. So once she is right up on him, she is going to, if anybody's watching, she's smacking him with a bag. It looks like a tech bag. She's just going to smack the shit out of him with that. And for those of you listening at home, her tech tool bag is called Whack.
I like that.
And she, yep, 18.
So as you hit him, he's going to turn around to you. He's going to try to evade that. So he rolls an 8. Does not evade that at all. So how much damage does he take?
He takes 16 whack damage.
16 of whack damage. So that's 15 total damage. And his armor class is again drops down. So his armor class is now a 2. His remaining HP is not. He's not looking good. Looking very bloodied, and actually he'll be taking negatives to all of his abilities at the moment. But that is all you can do. That's there, all Artie. I can do. So yep. Next up is Toxic.
Imagining you beating this man with a bag. So the guy that is directly across from Toxic, he's seeing all this stuff go down. He's gonna raise his very heavy pistol and he's gonna take a pot shot at him.
All right, go ahead. Roll for attack.
16.
16 barely makes the 15 DV check that you had to do. So yes, you do damage. Go ahead, roll.
The very heavy pistol does 11 damage.
He will take 7 points of damage, and his armor class gets dropped by 1. All right. Are you moving, or are you doing anything else there, Toxic?
I think I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Are you moving quickly, or are you just taking your time?
I think I'm gonna get the hell out of dodge there and move quickly through the crowd.
Roll an athletics check.
For my athletics check, I rolled a 13.
Okay. With the crowd being as densely packed and people are kind of wailing and crying, you needed a 15 to make that. So unfortunately, you get about halfway through and you kind of stumble and fall. You are currently ending your turn lying on the ground.
It did fall in a quite cool manner, right? Like it was a style. It was falling with style.
We can do a check for that if you like.
Yes.
Say make a cool check.
So go ahead, just make me a straight cool check. So roll a d10 plus 3.
A 5.
Unfortunately, you fall in a very, very ridiculous position. Your skinny jeans kind of just catches, and you fall face down, and your butt's kind of just sticking up in the air. Not overly cool, and there's not a lot of way to save that. Hopefully, no one was looking. Most people, their heads were down. They weren't really paying attention, so you should be okay. You should be okay.
I'm fine. This is fine.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Max, the man that you shot, is getting back to his feet, very angry, and he points his gun at you. But you go first. You have the initiative.
All right, I'm going to shoot him again with my shotgun.
Okay. And
Don't worry, Betty, she likes to party.
Yes.
All right, 14.
14. That beats out the 13 that you need to do because you are within melee range of the gentleman. All right, so how much damage do you do to this poor defenseless individual?
I do 14 points of damage to him.
Okay, so he's going to take an additional 11 points of damage. And again, his armor class drops down.
What are these tables made of? Is it wood? Is it steel?
You're not entirely sure. They seem to be painted. The tops seem to be wood, but you're not sure what the bases of them are made out of.
Are they like bolted to the floor?
Yes, they are bolted to the floor.
Okay, if I can move, I would like to just move back behind the bar and use it for cover.
All right, so that is what you
do.
do.
Need to do anything?
No, you're behind the bar. There's nobody obstructing you. You can just duck down behind the bar and use it for cover.
All right, that's what I want to do.
All right. Next up is Tink.
All right. So how far away am I from the nearest guy that I need to be shooting, basically?
The nearest guy that you need to be shooting is right beside you. It's the same person that Max has been pumping lead into since the start of the combat.
Perfect. Let's see if I can't finish him off. Okay. So I got an 8.
So with an 8, it doesn't pass the threshold of DV13 that you need. You just were kind of caught off guard because Mad Max has shot the guy. He wasn't in the spot that you thought he was, so when you popped up and shot him, you misaimed and your shot went wild into a pillar.
Ah, darn it.
What do? You have a movement action left.
I'm just going to duck back behind on the opposite side so he can't shoot me directly.
So with the surprise round over, it's the gang member's turn. The one that you started to beat bloody there, Artemis, he's going to attack you. So he's going to shoot at you with his heavy pistol.
Oof, yep, he hits.
17, but he takes a -3, so 14 still hits.
Yep, I'm just doing my armor, right?
So what is your SP for your armor?
My SP is 11.
Okay, you're going to take 2 points of damage, and your armor drops down to 10. So your armor is now 10 out of 11.
Okay.
Every time you take damage over your threshold, the armor gets damaged, and it becomes less effective each time.
Okay. And did he hit the body or head?
He did not aim, so it hit the body. Unless you aim,
all
shots go to the body.
Okay, and then you said I took 2 points of damage?
You took 2 points of damage.
You basically just grazed her arm.
Basically, yeah. Max! The guy that have you been shotting, he's going to try to take some revenge on you. He rolls a 17 as well, so he's going to shoot you, and his gun is going to do 14 points of damage.
Okay, my SP is 11.
Okay, so you're going to take 3 points of damage, and your armor is damaged by 1. He hits you right in the med kit.
Go.
Toxic, the one that you shot, he's going to stalk closer towards you. You're laying on the ground. He's just going to walk up towards you, point his gun, and just shoot you in the back of the head.
That's not cool.
Super uncool.
That's kind of what happened. He's going to shoot you with negatives. Maybe you'll be okay.
He'd better be okay.
19 minus 5 is 14, so he does shoot you in the back of the head. That is going to be double damage. You take 30 points of damage minus your armor. What's your armor on your head?
Light armor is 11.
Okay, you're going to take 19 points of damage to the back of your head, and your armor class is reduced by 1.
Hey, DM, I had a question. I don't know if it matters.
Go ahead.
So I also, on my character, I have a bulletproof shield. I don't know if that does anything, because I couldn't find an armor class for that, but I don't think it matters. Does it?
You have to don a shield, so it takes an action to don.
Okay, I got you. No, just wanted to ask that question. Okay.
The one's been guarding the door. He sees the firefight. He notices that the girl in purple seems to be the biggest threat, so he's going to go over to you and he's going to shoot at you.
Copy that.
I rolled a 12, and that is not nearly enough to shoot at you. So a bullet goes wide past you. You feel the heat come out of your hair. Bullet has passed through your hair and probably has damaged some of your ends.
Yeah, she's probably got plenty of split ends, so that bullet probably actually helped in that one area. And so it's the only, good part of her hair right now.
And with that, it is your turn. You have 2 people on you there, Artie. What are you up to?
She would like to smack the one guy that she already smacked earlier.
Okay.
She got an 18, which I believe hits.
Well, let me roll evasion. Yes.
Alright,
God.
so her 18 hits. It's gonna be another 13 damage to him.
He is below his maximum, so he has to make a death save next turn.
Okay. Do I need to make a perception check to see if she saw the guy that shot Toxic?
Yes, you do. You're in the middle of combat.
Totally fair. That's only gonna be a 13.
Yeah, 13 did not help.
Okay, so then she did not see the guy shoot Toxic, and she's going to use her next attack to just shoot the guy next to her.
All right, go ahead.
It's going to be a 15, which I believe the DV is 13, so I believe it hits.
So there's no real guy next to her. It was just the guy that shot at her. He shot you from across the room, which was at the at the 13 to 25 range. So that's outside your range.
Well, who's the next closest guy to her then?
Well, both of them are outside your range. There's 3 people. The closest person is the one that Mad Max is fighting right now.
She's not worried about that guy. They're shooting at him.
So there's 2 others. There's the one that shot at you, and then there's one he's pointing his gun at the ground at the moment. You don't know who he's aiming at.
Okay, did the guy next to her fall down?
Yeah, he's on the ground bleeding out.
Okay, yeah, no, if he fell, then she will move on. If not, then she was going to keep shooting him. So if he fell, then she's going to go to whoever is the next closest. She's going to move towards them and take a shot.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the next one that's closest...
When you first started the round, it sounded like there were 2 guys on me.
There's one that was on you, and then there's one that was shooting at you from across the room. The one by the door was the one that shot at you.
Okay, she probably didn't really notice which one shot at her. She's gonna go to the one further inside because there's more people for him to shoot at.
Okay.
She doesn't like that.
So you head that way. What is your movement?
It's a 5.
Okay. So you can probably get to between the 15-foot range. It would still be a DV of 20 to hit. What did you roll?
I rolled a 15.
Okay, so that does miss.
Okay.
All right. That's your movement and that's your action. So that's all we can do.
Yep.
Toxic, it's your turn. So you're on the ground and someone just shot you in the back of the head. Luckily, your helmet saved your life for the most part, but you're going to need some medical attention.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too happy about that.
What's your current hit points?
6.
Ooh, yeah. So you're going to take negatives to everything that you do.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna get out of there. I think it's the best idea.
Okay. So you're going to run?
I'm gonna run and try and jump behind a bar.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
11.
That shot to the back of your head jambled you up a little bit. As you get up and start to run and leap, you actually hit the bar and slide down. You can try to use the rest of your action to crawl over to the bar, but heroically leaping up is just not in the cards at the moment. Everything's just kind of blurry and your vision's going in and out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
No shame in surviving.
So, is it another athletics check?
No, there's no check involved in that one. You just crawl over.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Mad Mac.
All right, can I see where he crawled to?
Yeah, he crawled very close to you.
All right. For this action, I'm gonna just pull out a little syringe. It's basically just going to be something to help keep him stable, and it's gonna, if I can move to him, just to hit him with it to keep him stable. It's like an adrenaline thing.
Sure. Go ahead.
Do I have to roll for that first aid?
Yes, first aid.
All right, I rolled a 16.
With a 16 toxic, you're kind of out of it, and all of a sudden, your heart rate starts to come in. The world starts to get more focused, and you feel a little bit better. There's a syringe sticking out of your chest, and the person that you met upstairs is kneeling over you. Mad Max, do you say anything?
Don't worry, I've seen Russ.
How much did it heal me for?
So what happens is that Max healed you of a critical wound, so you no longer take negatives.
Okay, so the damage stays, but the negative effects are gone.
That is correct.
Okay.
And then for my second action, I like to break out my bulletproof shield and then put it in front of myself and try to cover Toxic at the same time if I can.
Sounds good.
I'm not going to take any other actions, so I'm not shooting this round. Those are my actions.
You're so nice.
Tink, you're up.
Alright, so let's hopefully shoot this shotgun a little bit better this time. Alright, so just click on attack. I got a 12.
So you have to make a DC 13. Again, you miss the person that Mad Max is fighting. You can make a movement action or anything else that you like to do.
Is there any adjacent rooms I could get into?
You can head back to the elevator, or there is the back door that Artie and Toxic went through. That's still open. They never closed it.
Okay, I'll head in that direction.
All right. So one has to make a death saving throw. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. My God, his body is a 3.
Yay!
He dead. He rolled
I like that it says you're dead.
He rolled a 7. He's dead. So the one that was on Mac, he jumps to the bar, sees you with the shield out. He points his gun. He's just going to try to shoot through the shield.
Sounds good.
12, the shot hits off the shield and ricochets out. Artie, the one that's been hunting you down, he takes his movement, tries to run up towards you, shoots at you with the shot, gets a 24.
Dang, he is hunting her.
Yeah, he rolled a 10 and then rolled another 10.
But she was running in the opposite direction of him, so she was putting distance between them inadvertently.
Yep, well, he had to get like a 20 and he got it, so.
Yep.
Well, bam! 13 points of damage. Your armor class does 10?
Yes, it is 10 now, so...
You take 3 points of damage and your armor is now 9. And the gang member that was trying to shoot at Toxic, he walks around the bar. So Max and Toxic, you both are sandwiched in between two of the gang members. He sees Max holding up the shield. He's going to try to shoot at Toxic, but he has to go over top of the shield to do it. So 13 to hit, which will go over top of the shield. So he's going to roll for damage. 8 points of damage, so the shield soaks up all that damage. Very good there, Max. Artie, you're back on top.
Artie's always on top. Anyways, she's going to finish getting closer to this one guy, and she's gonna shoot him and then smack him.
Go ahead, roll for attack.
Yeah, I was adjusting how much ammo's in her clip.
Oh, okay.
That is a 16 to hit him.
16 will hit him. Roll for damage.
Awesome. It's gonna be an 11 damage.
Okay, with 11, so he will take 8 points.
And I think she's actually just gonna take a second pistol shot at him.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 15 to hit him.
15 will hit.
Gonna be another 13 damage.
Alright, so he takes 11 points of damage for that one, and he will be needing to make a death save. So he goes down.
And that's the one, this is the one that was shooting Toxic initially?
Yes.
Or, okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm keeping all my men straight.
Are you moving? Do anything else?
She had to keep moving just to reach him, so I just moved beforehand.
Gotcha. I see.
Before she started shooting.
Alright, next up is Toxic.
I'm gonna take a shot at the other guy.
The one that Mad Max is defending himself against?
Yes. Since Artie was able to take out the guy that was trying to hit me, I can back up my guy here who's my hero.
Alright, go ahead. Roll for attack. 18 will hit him. Roll for damage.
17 points of damage.
And he goes down. He will be needing to make a death saving throw.
So as soon as the guy goes down, Toxic is gonna turn to Max and he's gonna say, "This is for Mother Russia." And that one, my turn.
Yes, I agree.
Speaking of Mother Russia, Max, it is your turn. The only one left standing that doesn't need to make a death saving throw on its turn is currently walking towards the bar. Seems to be after the girl with the cat ears on.
All right, now this is just your call. I don't know if there's anything I can do to help him out. I know I stabilized him, but I don't know if I have time to put bandages on him. So if I don't have time to do that, and he's making his approach to the bar, I'll gonna move up towards him. Is there anything like a beam or a pole or anything that's in between me and him?
A couple support beams that reach up to the ceiling that you can duck behind.
Okay, so I want to move up. If that's in between me and him, I'm going to move up to that column, and then I'm going to take a shot at him.
All right, go ahead. Roll for an attack. You are about 10 yards away, so it will be at the second difficulty.
No good.
What'd you roll?
12.
12, yeah. Unfortunately, he ducks behind a table and you miss the shot. With that being said, Tink, you're up. Max is taking cover behind a pillar while the last gang member is shooting at him.
So, how far am I from the exit now?
From the exit, you're about between 15 to 18 yards away.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement first to get over there, depending on how the shotgun goes. Actually, I probably want to shoot first before I get out of range.
Okay. Roll a d10. And what's the total?
The total's 11.
With 11, you unfortunately miss again.
Yeah, Tink's just leaving the building.
Okay, you head towards the exit.
Stupid shotgun's broken or something.
Yeah.
I'm no use in this fight.
So 2 death saving throws. Both the ones that were fighting Max and Artie are now dead. Artie is racking up quite the body count tonight. The one that is, you just saw all three of his buddies die. He's just going to put his gun up in the air, fire it one time, and he's going to start running, dashing towards the exit, not dealing with this. Is anybody going to stop him?
Oh, yes. Artie was 100% going to give chase.
Okay. Do you give chase or do you shoot him?
Both.
All right. Give chase and shoot.
All right, she is heading after him, and she is... how close does she manage to get to him before she takes her shot? Like, how close can she with a move of 5?
You can get within the 7 to 12 range. You need to beat a DV of 15.
Okay, I'm going to use one of her abilities. She's able to add bonuses to her attack, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
She's just going to shoot, but she will shoot for a weak spot and hopefully put more damage into him.
All right.
So 7 to 12 is a DV of 15, and she rolled a 15.
You hit. Go ahead, roll for damage.
All right, and she's going to have shot him. We're going to go with right where the shoulder connects to the body.
Okay.
So she's going to spend 2 points to make that a 19 damage.
As your shot hits him, you actually leave a critical wound with him. His gun flies off and his arm seems to almost dislocate from his shoulder. It's just hanging limply at his side. He's like, as he tries to run away.
She's going to take her second shot.
Finish him.
It's going to be a 17 to hit him, and we decided I was at a 15 range.
Yep.
Alright, and she's going to pump her last 2 points of... She's just going to try and hit that same spot again, maybe on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, fuck both his arms up, and so it's going to be a 13 damage.
So all in total, after his armor, he takes 25 points of damage, and he does go down. He lays on the ground, his body starts to heave in and out. He just starts to trying to crawl towards the door, just trying to escape this. But if he fails his death saving throw, then that's it. Toxic, it is your turn. Anything you want to do?
A 19.
19 to do what?
Shoot him in the head.
Did you move up to him?
Yeah, sorry.
He was already on the ground.
He's still upset about his headshot, so he had to get up there and return the favor.
I'm very upset about my headshot. This is the moneymaker, and he put a bullet in it.
Oh no, this is a different guy.
Doesn't matter. They all look the same to me.
Okay, so you make your way up to him, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so say that.
So I make my way up to him, and I put my pistol to his head, and before I pull the trigger, I say goodbye in Mongolian.
As your shot goes off, there's no way for him to make a death saving throw. He dies right on the floor. The club is still a scene of panic. People are still scared. They're not sure if you're the good guys, if you're the bad guys. But this will end the first night in our adventures in Night City.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you all for listening. Tune in next week as the Sunday Knights try to figure out the aftermath of what just happened. See y'all next time on Sunday Nights. DJ, hit it.